How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a quick mod on the scionxb. Got a really cool gift from a close friend of mine. Consider him family, or actually their whole family. Before I get started, if you could do me a huge favor, go and hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. Definitely would appreciate it. Also, if you can follow our socials, links in the description below on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Let's get started. So what I have here in my hand is a very cool gift from Kyle. If you've been watching the channel long enough and you watched the previous couple of videos on my SoCal trips, I usually drop by a shop called Car Code, who is owned by a friend of mine named Andy. My other friend Will is Kyle's father. Will's like a big brother to me, and Kyle, I would say, essentially is like my nephew. So he gifted me this Tanabe Sustec strut bar for the XB. Quick short story on that. He purchased an Integra shell, and this was inside it for whatever reason. For the longest, he couldn't figure out what application it was for until he really started looking at the bar carefully, and then there is a serial number somewhere on here, and he looked it up, and it was for an XB. So he's like, "Hey, Mike, Uncle Mike, I got something for you." So yeah, really cool. Thanks, Kyle. Really appreciate it. It does need some cleanup. It's obviously been sitting in a storage shed and in a shell of an Integra for I don't know how long. Neither does Kyle. So what I want to do is polish it up and see if this actually can clean up really well. Worst case scenario, I'm going to take it apart, paint it black or something. But as of right now, I'm going to try to polish it up, use some chrome polish, and wash it, clean it, and see how cleaned up and how well I can get this looking before I put it on the car. Now, if you're wondering why am I making a video on this, well, some people in the comments and messages have asked, hey, can you make really simple DIY installs and stuff that, because I'm not mechanically inclined, I just have a basic hand tool kit. So this is one of those installs that I would say this is a 1 out of 10 difficulty, maybe 1.5, super easy. Actually, no, let's say 1.5 or 2. 1 and 1.5 is reserved for something you just clip in the car. So yeah, let me go ahead and get started and get cleaning. So the steps to getting this clean, all it is really, which I don't need to show you, is I'm just going to wash this really good because it's covered in dirt. And wash it, scrub it down, see how good it looks. And then from there, I have some leftover Turtle Wax chrome polish. So this is a very old bottle, but it still works. I have some left. Again, I'm not trying to throw money at this. I'm not going to go spend $20, $30 on some nice metal polisher from others or another stuff that I use. But this is sitting around my cabinet. It's free. Why not? Alright, taking a quick video of the condition of the bar out in the sun. Since in the garage you probably can't see it. You can see all the gunk and stuff, corrosion that's all there. That's kind of just caked on. Bottom side doesn't look much better than that either. So yeah, there it is. Let's see how it looks afterwards. And oh yeah, there's the serial number for the part. Apologies for the wind noise. It's really windy today in Las Vegas for some reason. But yeah, scrubbed it down a couple times. Still a lot of fading on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use metal polish to see if it helps at all. This is about, I would say, 20% better than it being dirty. With a quick wipe down, there's a lot of stuff that was just stuck, but I just scrubbed it down, and yeah, I mean the stuff's pretty pitted, but yeah, like I said, not a show car, it's just something fun for daily. So let me go ahead and use some metal polish and see how it comes out. Alright, spent about 10 minutes polishing by hand. So this is one of those things where trying to polish something this bad and this corroded kind of backfires. It shines really nice, but now all the big flaws are really showing. There's a luster underneath this. It's just not really coming out because this needs an actual machine polisher, like truly to cut into the metal. So some of the pits and scratches are so deep you can't really do anything about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and install this on the car. And let me walk over to the XB and show you how to install. It's very, very, very simple. If any of you have ever done this, real simple. 3 12mm bolts or nuts on each side. Remove those carefully, not to drop in the engine bay. Place the strut bar in, put the nuts back down, and torque it down to spec. Real simple, right? And I apologize for this being torn apart, this is another video that I'm working on. This is something that's taking time to sit and set up, so I'm doing this in the meantime and having fun with the car, because that's what we do, enjoy our cars, right? Okay, let me go and get this on and be right back. Also, while you're doing a strut bar install, I would recommend you to not have the car on jack stands, have it on the ground, because if the car is on jack stands, the weight of the wheels and the whole suspension is pulling down. If you remove the bolts, the whole suspension is going to just pop out. Don't want that. So make sure it's on the ground so all the weight on the suspension is pushing up. That way you can work on this easily. All right, be right back. Alright, here is the strut bar installed. Again, apologies on the car being a little torn apart. I am in the middle of doing another video for something else, but just want to focus on the strut bar. So first off, I like to correct myself. I do get things raw occasionally, and I did get it this time. This strut bar is a 2-point mounting strut bar. It doesn't go to all three. I know earlier I said to remove all 3 bolts. You only need to remove the one in the front and the one towards the center of the car. The third one does not need to be removed. Most strut bars I have outside this car have been all 3 whole mount, and for those of you that have had strut bars on different cars, you know what I'm talking about. So apologies on that. Same thing on this side. It's only 2 points that you can see there. Now the strut bar itself shines with all the scratches, but it's all good. So after you install it, bolt everything down, make sure that you have all these bolts, everything tightened, or you're going to hear a rattling sound. This one, it's very stiff, as you can hear. No sounds whatsoever. Everything's mounted correctly, so we're good to go there. Again, this is the Tanabe Sustec strut bar install, or any strut bar for your XB, but specifically from Tanabe. Now, the big argument on the internet is, does this really work for, you know, in terms of chassis rigidity and performance and handling? So the idea for the strut bar is to reduce / remove independent shock tower movement and flex. This keeps things rigid between the tower bars. Half the internet says it doesn't do anything, it's an aesthetic thing. The other half says it actually does do something. I've seen other strut bar designs also that actually tie into a mounting point, bracing point on the firewall, so it's a triangulated one, and I've seen ones that go to the front also. All up for debate. Now, on this car, I figure anything helps. And I used to have a Cusco strut bar on my first scionxb, which was a show car. So this one's a nice addition. Thanks again to Kyle and the Law family for this little gift. Really appreciate it. Pretty cool. Again, I'm not trying to build a show car. Not my intent. I've had a long history with these cars. This is my daily and my beater. But yeah, what do you think? If you want to start an argument on the internet, go ahead and leave a comment down below whether you think this works or not and why. And yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, thanks again for watching the video. Appreciate it. As always, if you haven't already, leave a like and subscribe down below. And yeah, see you on the next episode. And thanks again for watching.